Your phone.
Hi, I'm the public records officer. You wanted to speak with me?
Yeah, my name is Joe Thomas, and I'm talking just in general because I've been paying on behalf of some acquaintances some records requests. And excuse me, who are you? Who's this gentleman behind you? Can I see your ID badge?
I'm an attorney from the office.
I know, so you should be familiar with the county's ID badge policy. I have it right here. I'd like to see your ID badge.
Do you have a question for me?
Are you filming? I'd like to
Yeah.
see your ID badge. Please show me your ID badge. Please call security. Please call security. Under this policy, security enforces the ID badge policy. I'd like to have security
I
here.
have a question.
I'd like to have security here.
Do you have a question for?
Are you refusing to call security?
Sir, if you don't have.
I don't even know who you are. I'm not talking to you.
Here's your receipt.
You're refusing to identify yourself. Did you get him on camera?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, can I see your ID badge?
Do you have a question?
Can I see your ID badge?
I'm Adrian McDaniel. There's my ID badge.
Okay.
Can I help you?
I don't want to talk with him here. I don't know who he is. I don't feel comfortable with him.
Okay, well, if you don't have a question. for
No,
me,
I do have a question, and I do want to talk to you. Is he your lawyer? Is he your personal lawyer?
You can ask me a question if you want.
Can you tell me who he is?
If you're not going to ask me a question.
No, I am going to ask you a question. I want to talk about public records, and I do have a question. I already explained that to the woman right here. But I don't feel comfortable talking in front of him when he's actively violating county policy.
Sir, if you have a question.
And as an attorney, like, I would think that you'd be
Sir,
better.
If you have a question, ask her the question.
I don't want to
She
ask
has
her with you there.
things to do.
If you don't want to talk to me, then you can leave and we'll have another
Do
issue.
you have a question for?
This
her?
is all on film. If you want to leave, you
Yeah,
can go
that's
ahead.
fine.
I'm not talking to you. You're not her personal attorney. Please leave.
No, I'm a county attorney. If you have a
Please
question
leave.
for-
I don't even know you're a county attorney because you're not identifying yourself. Get out your bar card. Here's my bar card.
Yeah, that's really not an issue.
No, it
Yeah,
isn't.
no.
It is an issue.
Mr. Thomas,
Are you embarrassed about yourself?
No, not in the slightest.
You must be.
He's just part of the secret government.
Wait, how do you know I'm Mr. Thomas? Have you been conducting surveillance on me? How do you know I'm Mr. Thomas? So you know who I am, but you won't even get out your ID badge to show me who you
Ask
are?
her a question or you don't?
So you know who this is ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Do you have any more questions for me?
I do
Yes,
have
ma'am.
questions for her. I don't have questions for her while you're here. This is not an interrogation. Please leave.
I'm going to leave if you don't ask me.
Did you help the surveillance on me? Like, did you help him conduct surveillance?
I don't know what
Do you
Because
have a
you're
Public
helping.
Records Act question?
How do I
Yes or
call
no?
security?
Maybe you should call 911. It says that the police, I think, are supposed to take care of this. Law enforcement.
Don, if you don't have any more questions for
Okay,
me?
if you don't have a question, then.
Okay, we'll be back with security.
Yeah, absolutely. Criminal.
Hi, I'm looking for the security and law enforcement for the ID badges for this policy. I'd like to file a complaint. Here's the policy. I'm not sure if you know it or not. So I was over in the civil division of the prosecuting attorney's office. I was on county grounds. I was in the hallway. We have a video of it. And I asked to speak to the public records officer, and an attorney came out with the public records officer, and he wouldn't identify himself. I asked to see his ID badge pursuant to that policy. He wouldn't show me his ID badge. He seemed to know who I was, so I think he's surveilling me. But he wouldn't identify himself at all or show his ID badge. And if you look at that policy, there's a mandatory duty. People shall produce their ID badge and make it visible upon them. I have no idea if he's pretending to be a lawyer or what.
Where did this happen?
What?
Where did this happen?
Over in the civil division of the prosecuting attorney's office across the street.
Okay.
But if you read, it says anywhere on county property. I have a video of it too that I'd like to.
You're trying to file a complaint against that individual.
I'd like security to come over with me, and I want to see this person's ID badge because I think he may be masquerading as a lawyer. There's no reason why he wouldn't tell me who he is.
Okay. Hold on just a moment, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, I've got somebody coming up to talk to you, okay?
Okay, I'll step to the side then.
Okay.
Thank you. Hi.
How can I help you guys?
So we were just over in the civil division. We have this all on video. And the three of us were over in the civil division of the prosecuting prosecuting attorney's office across the street. I was trying to pay a public Records Act bill. I wanted to speak to the public records officer. So the public records officer came out, and there was a man who said that he was an attorney, and he was demanding that I talk to him, and I said, I want to see your ID badge. And I have a copy of the county policy right here that says that employees, contractors, vendors shall have readily visible and present on their persons all times the required Pierce County identification card. So, and you can read it if you want. We have more copies. I have a copy for you, sir, if you'd like one. So, it actually says in there, if you look at the next paragraph, that if there's a problem, security and law enforcement will enforce the policy.
Are you guys supposed to have badges yourself? ID badges? Or just like you are today? Because it's your employees here, right?
Yes, we do have ID badges. Yes.
Okay, but they're just not visible either?
Well, we can see who they are.
I'm just curious.
So how can we help you today?
So I'd like to go back over to the civil division and see who that person was, because I don't know if he's pretending to be an attorney or what's going on.
So for the civil division, you're talking about a building, not in this section?
Yeah, across the street.
Yeah, so we're security for this building, county council, or county city building. So
That's fine.
That's what we're doing.
I'd like somebody. I'd like somebody to I want to see that.
If there's somebody at that building that you need to talk with, or you have an issue at that building, you can call Tacoma PD.
But it says on county property. This is a county policy.
Yeah, and we are responsible for this building right here, and that's what we are taking care of right now. Okay. Let me get a hold of Steve and see if they can help you with the matter. Yeah.
It's the civil division.
When you say civil division,
Of the prosecutor's office.
Do the city police?
across the street?
Yes, across the street.
On the corner?
Yes.
So if you have your address for me, that would be
I think I will.
Do they enforce county policy? City police enforce county policy?
I don't think they can.
Talk about passing the buck.
The policy lays.
You're talking about the building across the street, right?
Yes,
On the corner.
the prosecutor's office. It's the county
We
prosecutor.
also have a prosecutor's office up here.
I know that's the criminal division. That's the civil division.
All right, give us a few minutes. I'll make some inquiries for you. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have a name?
My name is
Take note?
Joseph Thomas.
What time did this occur at the other building?
Maybe about 20 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago.
And your complaint is over the badge not being displayed?
Yes, it's a violation of county policy, and I want to see his ID badge. Because I don't know if they're making this stuff up or involved in litigation. I'm a lawyer. And all the prosecuting attorneys, the Prosecuting Attorneys Association is suing this Mr. Green. So I don't know if somebody, you heard me correctly. No, all 100 of members of the Prosecuting Attorneys Association is suing Mr. Green. In civil court. It's in Pierce County Superior Court right now.
So you were there on official business and you're just concerned about if he's an employee or not?
I want to see, that's what the ID badge is for. I want to see his ID badge to make sure that he's telling me the truth, and I want to verify his identity. He knew who I was. He called me referenced me by name. I have no idea who he is.
And you made that request?
Yes, I did. I have it on video.
Do you have a room number or anything where this occurred, or?
I'm going to look up the civil division.
And you don't know who you were speaking with as far as name or anything like that, right?
He wouldn't show me his ID badge. I have a video of it.
Okay. I just need a room number, kind of an idea of where you were. That is a large building.
I understand. It's on the 3rd floor. Let me get you the address.
You have a fine. Can you check on my fine?
I think it's 955 Tacoma Ave South, Suite 301.
Suite 301. It's 955. Okay, give us 2 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
You guys gonna hang out for a little while?
Yeah, we'll be right here.
Sounds great.
Thank you.
He's the one who will be able to get a hold of the individual that you're looking for.
Okay.
Yeah. So the email
Okay,
is
perfect.
preferred, and he said if you have a complaint, just email him because he's off today. So
Okay. Okay, thank you. That's the best we can do.
Yeah.
We'll email. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.